I can't. Hi everyone, my name is Alex McCaffrey. We are getting early engineers ready for success number 22075. So first up, I'd like to thank Wounded Warriors for hosting us. They're our amazing venue. I'd also like to thank all of my fellow creators in that space. I couldn't have gotten through the past 4 days without them. It's such a collaborative event and I'm so excited to be a part of it. It's really just an amazing experience. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to the judges for this amazing opportunity. This project is my whole heart and soul. I am an engineer. I didn't know about engineering until I was a senior in high school. So I'm trying to, I will go through my presentation, but that's sort of some of my background and I believe that we need more engineers, so I'm gonna get started. All right, so who here thinks that problem solving and critical thinking are important skills to have? Yeah, problem solvers. So engineers are problem solvers every day. They utilize science, technology, engineering, and math to solve problems in the real world and to actually make real world change. We are surrounded by engineering and math and science every day. But when we introduce those concepts to students, we do so in an abstract manner and in absence of a connection to a real world problem. So kids' favorite question is why? Why are we doing this? Why is this important? Why do I need to learn these concepts? So I'm trying to show kids and answer the question of why. Why do we need to learn STEM? Why is engineering important? And what exactly is engineering? How can science, technology, engineering, and math be applicable in the real world? So we do that through the adventures, so let me back up. So we do that by connecting STEM concepts to an actual application in the real world. So by bridging this gap for students, we show them how these concepts can actually make a difference in the world and make change. So we do this by building engineering concepts on top of a mission and a story. So we show kids, we get kids excited about a problem that our pioneer gearling Flynn encounters as she travels around the world and encounters different things that can be solved using engineering type concepts. So by building it on top of the platform of a story and a mission, we get the kids engaged, we get the kids excited, and we show them why these concepts are important to learn, and we show them how they're actually applicable. So like I said, we talk about STEM concepts and introduce those concepts through Flynn. She travels around the world with her environmental engineering parents, and they encounter different problems on their travels. The way that we provide the animated videos and written documents, basically a curriculum to facilitate those activities. Oh, sorry, I'm getting clicker happy. To introduce those activities. So it's basically a curriculum that can be used anywhere in the world. The actual hands-on activities can be done using household materials. So we keep it cheap, so it can be done anywhere. It can be done in the classroom, at home, and we also hold live events here in Jacksonville. So we're trying to get kids engaged in the concepts, but we're also trying to empower other people to do the same, so that it's not just us. So we're trying to provide the foundation to be able to share Flynn's story and create future engineers of the next generation. So the way that we're structured is we have an adventure that Flynn's on, and that takes place in a certain region of the world. So for example, our first adventure takes place in Brazil. So we talk about geography, culture, the environment, everything. So we talk about the actual place of Brazil so they can learn about different cultures around the world as well as different countries. Then within that, we have 3 different quest segments that take place in Brazil. So those are 3 different problems that Flynn runs into as she's traveling around the world, and those problems can be solved using engineering concepts. And then, so this program is incredibly built up, and I've done this as an engineer because this is how engineers actually think. So within that, we have designed 3 segments that we introduce quests with. So that's the creativity segment, the research and planning segment, and the redesign and rebuild and refine segment. So we do that, we introduce the problem to the kids and they can solve it, like I said, using household materials any way they want. So we encourage them to be creative, think about how they can use materials differently than they currently do. And then we introduce an engineering concept that's a sustainable solution for the problem that Flynn has faced. So we say, on the other side. So to be able to do that, we introduce the concepts of suspension bridges and compression and tension. And then we allow the kids to tackle the problem again and rebuild their original solution using the engineering design or engineering concept that we introduced. So it's that engineering design cycle with a little bit of a twist to include the creativity and get kids engaged. So here's some pictures. We had a live engineering day last month in the Jacksonville area to sort of get us kicked off. You can see some of the amazing structures that some of our kids have built. This is for 2nd through 5th grade. Okay, so these kids are young. We're trying to get them excited about science and math and engineering, and they take to it like no one I've ever seen before. It's so exciting to see them get excited about these concepts. So why we're here and what this opportunity would help us to be able to do is to create more adventures. So currently the Brazil Adventures touches on civil engineering and a little bit on marine engineering, but we want to talk about industrial, chemical, biomedical. We want to talk about all the engineerings because we want to show kids the vast variety of options that are available. So I've had kids come up to my booth and say, I like math, but I don't like science. So I say, well, industrial engineering would be great for you. You can do statistics and you can apply math in real ways to create processes. So there's different ways that they can excel in different areas. Like if somebody's interested in the ocean, they can do ocean engineering. So there's so many options that kids don't know are available to them. So we want to be able to create more and cover more engineering disciplines, like I said, and have a greater understanding of how STEM is actually applicable in the real world. So we so appreciate your support. Kids dream about being firefighters, doctors, the things that actually make a difference in the world, the things that actually change people's lives and affect people every day. And I want to create more elementary engineering dreamers. The Center for STEM Education says that 1 in 3 students loses interest in science by the 4th grade. So I'm trying to capture them before they lose that interest, before they lose that love of science and math. And I want to show them how they can change the world and dream about being engineers in the future. Thank you. Any questions?
Great job. So, any questions from our jurors?
Thanks.
We do have, as judges, one question for you.
Awesome.
How do you want the students or the children to remember your program when they grow up?
I love that question. So I want them to remember it as the light bulb, the moment when they finally realize that their talent and the way that they excel in math and science can be used to change the world. I want to empower kids to really embrace that love of math and science, and that's for the kids that love math and science. For the kids that don't, I want them to remember it as the time that they understood. It finally connected that, oh my gosh, this is why I have to learn algebra. This is why I have to learn these things. This is how they're actually changing the world every day. This is how I want them to walk into the world and see math and science. Thank you. I have a question.
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
I'm an engineer and I came to be here. Engineering is awesome and we need more of it. I work in packaging. We design and build automated assembly machines for packaging. And the great thing about engineering is look around you. Every single thing is designed and thought about before it's built. So that's the great thing about engineering. The way the structure is built so it doesn't fall, the way the lights are built so it delivers light and how you get power to it. The way the trees intertwine with the buildings and the people here. The subway here, the train, every single thing around you is designed. What I love about engineering is, and I'm an engineer, every single thing on a machine or anything that's designed and built has a purpose. So I love engineering to figure out, without it moving, how does it work?
Absolutely.
And you really shouldn't have any extra parts, contrary to popular demand. So everything has a purpose. So
Thank you so much. Absolutely. Answering the why. Why?
Thank you so much. Let's give Getting Early Engineers Ready for Success a big round of applause.